value themes. So Ed picked up on the TOMs, and as he mentioned, there's an extensive list of TOMs covering over 100 measures. And the social value model isn't as extensive as that, but broadly, social value will generally split into themes. And as for VCSEs, as for any organisation, if you are going to be bidding for contracts, or if you are looking to become a social value delivery partner, you cannot cover absolutely everything in terms of themes. The first thing that you really need to think about when it comes to any social value to be included in your bid or being a social value partner is really, where do your strengths lie? How can you use your USP? So if I come back to the example that I was using before for graft, as I said, if we were to bid into the public sector, then we couldn't use the social value of our employability services. But if we're providing advice and support pro bono to other organisations, and we can do that additionally for a contract, that would be the sort of thing we might put in as a social value offer. And it's aligned to the things that we're good at. We're less good at supporting on some of the environment and green spaces. Next slide, please. So the thing about this is really the TOMs and the social value model. They're really good checklists to try and show that from a government and public sector perspective, what is it that the buyers see as being priorities for society? What's important to them and to government? And then if you can overlay that with the things that your organisation does and is really well and matches with your key values, that is where you're going to get the most impact and the best social value offer, rather than trying to cover absolutely everything. Next slide, please. We've already come on to the fact that Samantha mentioned about any offer being smart. Now that applies regardless of the role that you have in terms of whether you're a social value delivery partner, or we've lost the slides again, or whether you are actually doing social value through a contract. Any public sector buyer is always going to be interested. They may use different models, and so there may be elements where they are interested in quantity and the social value proxy values. But fundamentally, most public sector buyers are, as Samantha said, really interested in the outcomes, the positive outcomes that could be generated for society through social value in procurement. And the same is true if you're working with a private sector organisation or a bigger VCSE that is wanting to work with you as a social value delivery partner. They're going to need to prove